What's in here? You know what's in here? You got a safety coming in here, you got linebackers coming in here. If you just stay here and turn it in, let them make the tackle. Sometimes it's not your job to make the tackle. Sometimes it's your job just to give it up for the team, be a team player.
Paul Palmer has spent his life with football.
It's allowed me to get a college education. It's allowed me to travel the world because of football. And you know, it's funny, whenever I talk to Coach Arians or whenever I talk to Spencer Prescott, I always tell them thank you, because they're the only Division I school that offered me a scholarship, and Coach Arians trusted Coach Prescott. Prescott saw me, he said, I like him, let's get him. And Arians just took his word for it. And I tell them all the time, they saved my life, because I don't know what I would have been doing. Go, tuck the ball!
And when you've grown so accustomed to spending your time around the game, it never leaves you. That's why the Temple Hall of Fame running back now spends his free time here, on the sidelines.
Get outside! What are we peeking for?
As a volunteer high school football coach in Haddon Heights, New Jersey.
Honest to God, I love these kids. I get a lot of respect from these kids. I get a lot of love and respect from these parents. And the kids that don't even play football, the kids that are after school and what have you, I get a lot of respect. I get notes after the football season from some of the parents that are some of the nicest things that people could say to people.
To Palmer, touchdown on a 3rd and 6. They ran the handoff instead of the pass, and Palmer, his second touchdown of the game.
Palmer has a lot of knowledge to share. He is perhaps the greatest player in Temple football history, and runs like these were commonplace in a career as storied as they come.
Durability, great speed, and he just continued to get better game after game, year after year.
Harry Donahue has watched a lot of Temple football over the years.
Here at Cherry and White festivities, and joining me is out-of-uniform Paul Palmer.
But what the longtime radio play-by-play broadcaster remembers above all else is Palmer's ability to be consistently great, no matter who stood in his way.
I'd like to make first team All-East for the 4th time, All-American and probably the Heisman. I'd like to get the Heisman.
And this is Lee Saltz on the option pitch. Paul Palmer was running with it midfield. Cuts it back and gets down to the BYU 44. Boo Boo Palmer is his nickname.
Back in those days, you know, Temple was an independent, and they were playing teams like Alabama and Georgia and Florida State, and it didn't make a difference who the opponent was. Paul Palmer, you knew, was going to get his 150, 200 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Performances like those were what the Cherry and White came to expect from number 6, who was another guy not heavily recruited out of high school. But Palmer was motivated by more than revenge. He wanted to make a life for himself, and football was his way to do that. So he worked hard to turn 1983 to 1986 into 4 years he will never forget.
The first aspect is always there. I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them. And you look forward to playing against some of the teams that didn't offer you, didn't think you were good enough for them. But after a while, it just gets to the point where you want to do well for yourself, and you want to do well for your teammates, and you just simply want to do well for your family. Getting revenge and paying people back, if you just take care of being a good teammate, being a good ball player, all that stuff kind of takes care of itself. But I did it for my family, I did it for my teammates, and I did it for my school.
1986 is a season that will forever live in Temple football lore. Palmer finished his senior year with more than 1,800 yards rushing and 2,600 all-purpose yards, both of which led the nation and set Palmer on his way to being named a unanimous All-American. It also granted him an invitation to New York City and a seat as a finalist for the Heisman Trophy.
With Paul, he got the numbers against those types of teams. I mean, he played a national schedule, and he did not just well, he did fantastic. And it went all the way to New York City, all the way to the Heisman selection, and he finished second. And it's just, when you look back on it, maybe one of the most singular, biggest achievements for Temple football in the last 35, 40 years.
You might think finishing as the runner-up in the Heisman vote would be a moment to relive. But for Palmer, the moment that sticks out in his mind was from the game where all the Heisman buzz began.
My junior year at Penn State, I had 206 yards, and that was what started the whole Heisman thing. I remember running a touchdown, and from the time I was a kid, I always felt like I was going to get caught.
Palmer gets outside, the 30, 20, Palmer at the 10.
I never felt as though I was fast enough, so I always just ran, and I ran as fast as I could. And I remember just running and almost feeling like I'm running for my life, almost panting. You know what I mean? Like, ha, ha, ha. And I'm trying to get there, and at the last minute, I just dove. Like the last, 4 or 5 yards, I just dove.
Palmer gets outside, the 30, 20, Palmer at the 10. Palmer, touchdown Temple. What a run by Paul Palmer. 30 yards and a touchdown.
I didn't hear any cheering. I didn't hear anything. It was just, all I could hear was like myself breathing, And then once I hit the end zone, the place went crazy. And then shortly after the place went crazy, it went quiet again. It sucked the air right out of the whole place. And that's probably the Penn State game, and that run are definitely moments that I remember, that I'll always remember, because I always felt like, oh my God, they're gonna catch me.
Palmer went on to be a first-round pick and play for 3 teams in the NFL. But wherever he's gone, he's always kept Temple close to his heart. And when he got an opportunity to return this season as the team's new radio analyst, he jumped at the chance.
I bring a love for the program to the booth. It's not just a job for me, it's really a place that I love. Today, I think everyone has to get it going, and we have to get it going early. Coach Arians would always say, let's start fast and finish strong. I know that Harry is going to take care of me. He and Chet Zukowski are both going to take care of me. Now, I guess we're colleagues. I don't know what to call it. I still look at them the same way. I still look up to both of them. And it's pretty strange for me to now be in the booth with them and get a chance to just talk about something that I love, along with people that I know love the program as well.
He also has the ability now to reflect on seeing a back do something and saying, if he had done maybe this, that's something he's going to learn to improve. So he brings that personal experience, the ability to kind of translate it into common folk language in the booth, and he does a pretty good job of that.
For Palmer, it's great to be home. And every opportunity he has to call a game is sure to bring back memories of days past. But as time goes on, it becomes someone else's turn to have their moment in the sun.
Come on, Bert, you gotta get off blocks. You gotta get off. It's not even, I'm trying to, you have to.
And now he devotes much of his life to helping develop those moments and imparting his love for football onto the next generation of kids, no matter the talent level, skill set, or background.
And I like the opportunity to maybe be around when they enjoy football the way in which I enjoy football. The majority of these kids aren't going to play Division I football, but all of them can enjoy themselves the way in which I enjoyed myself. And there's times where I've sat on the bench and I've enjoyed myself, and there's times where I've played the whole damn game and I've enjoyed myself. I've gone from one extreme to the other, but you can always enjoy yourself, and you can always build such incredible memories and friendships from this stuff. It's absolutely amazing.